Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Cape Rugby TV. It's nice to have you along. Massive chaos in club rugby at the moment. The varsity teams are playing. Many of the clubs have gone through phase 1, phase 2 and some even into phase 3 now. Club rugby's been allowed to go back to play, of course according to very strict regulations, but the chaos is definitely there. Welcome, it's Cape Rugby TV, and of course big thanks to our partners on board with us here at Cape Rugby TV. Score energy drinks. You can win yourself a case of Score during the course of the show. Keep your mobile phones handy. MChem 24-hour pharmacy and Thorburn Security Solutions. Folks, we do have a nice full show for you this evening. We're going to go down to the High Performance Centre in Belleville, where we'll catch up with the DHL Western Province Rugby Women's squad. They're of course preparing for their interprovincials, and they've got trials coming up this weekend, so it's going to be nice catching up with some of the players. We go down to Rocklands, where we'll speak to the players as well as head coach Ryan Kraus. Rocklands now in their phase 2 of their training. And then we go to Young Gardens, where we'll catch up with David de Kock and the boys. Of course, they're getting ready for their first friendly. And of course, Albion's also getting ready for their first friendly against Paarl in May. And then we'll travel across to Titans, where we'll speak to some of the players like Stuart May and Didrich, as well as the head coach there, Kurt Stichling. But folks, let's get the ball rolling. We went down to Rocklands and we caught up with some of the players there, where we spoke to Coach Ryan Kraus and the guys, of course, as they also, as I said, now prepare for phase 2, or at least they're in phase 2. Welcome back everybody. It's great to see our players in such good spirits. It'd be nice to see some lights up on the Rocklands fields. To anybody from the city that is watching now, it'd be nice for us to see you put some lights up for the Rocklands players at the Rocklands field. Right folks, we're going to take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we're going to go down to the High Performance Centre, where we catch up with some of the players in the DHL Western Province Rugby Women's squad as they prepare for the interprovincials. Back in a sec.
The excitement is very, very high. I must say we're really excited. Even we were excited to hear we can go back to practice. It was like a small celebrations to get the guys here. Yes, the numbers were not there, but the guys who pitch up, the brotherhood were there. And the good thing about it was, because out of lockdown, we were busy with the soup kitchen also, we were already building that bond there. And now to come to the field for the real thing, which is rugby, it's awesome. That's so true, man. And the reason why we started the whole community, go reach out to the poorest of the poorest, it's because we had the mandate that we set in our previous weekend away as players, that we want to sow into the community. And we don't want to just be seen as a rugby team. We want to go out in the community, go reach those who are keep hold in drugs, who are finding themselves in wrong places. And then we just show them, here's a rugby team that you can associate yourself with, so that we can reach into to those guys as well. And even it was a bit difficult in the beginning because we had no sponsors. But as time goes on, people came on board and they come to assist us. And that is something for us. Out of that outreach already, we had about 6 players that's coming now playing for us. They are busy training with us. And we're looking forward to play with those guys an official game. Yo, my man, I wish you were here to see how the guys went on. I mean, the running phases was a bit hard because, you know, we rugby players don't like to run. But the moment they hear the ball is back, the guys were there, they were ready. They were asking the coach, when are we starting contact? So guys were here, they wanted to hit one another on this field. But it was a nice experience, man. It was good for the hits for the body as well, because for a year we didn't take any contact. So that first contact was a bit scary, but it was very nice afterwards. So the guys were very, very much excited. The new coaches, all of them are young. And we can relate so much to them because some of them were playing with us previous years and last year. And they already know about what does the players want on the practice field. And you can see by the numbers as well. We started very little, now the numbers is growing because the guys are enjoying the practice at first of all. So you don't have to beg a guy anymore to come to practice, because when he come and see and experience and he say, wow, this is what we were longing for a long time. And I can tell you now, the way we're going on a practice or comes match day, the coaches themselves will be proud what they're putting in.
Yeah, it was overwhelming, really. Missed the rugby, missed the having that brotherhood. So it was very overwhelming for me to actually be back on the training field again. Yes, definitely. Like I said, the relationships you build here amongst us as players, it's amazing, really. It's a family away from your family, basically. So it's amazing. Even with the COVID, coming back to the field, the guys actually wanted to come back. They were waiting for the go-ahead for training. Friendlies coming up now, so the guys I don't know how to explain it. It was a bit tough in the beginning without the ball and stuff, like you said now. But once the ball started coming and you could start a little bit of contact and stuff, it's amazing. But okay, the guys it's just it's a bit, we still need to find our feet here and there, but we will get there. At the end of the day, the light did come out of the tunnel, so to be able to take contact again from not only on practice but from a different team, actually in a more competitive way, is going to be, it's going to be, I don't know, can't explain it, but it's going to be very nice. Can't wait for our first friendly.
Well, it's been, how can I say it? I would say a different experience, because the brotherhood I built up in Helderberg is obviously different to what's in Mitchell's Plain, but I'm actually really enjoying my time here in the Rocklands. To be honest, it was very difficult, because the discipline that you must have to yourself is absolutely, I would say, as an individual, it was quite difficult, because you must have that discipline, that almost like the mindset must be you bettering yourself because of the COVID. You're keeping yourself fit and obviously looking good and being in great shape. Actually, yes, because we have the new coaches actually that it's a really, how can I say, it's a new experience, because they have different coaching styles, different game sets, and different approaches, what I would say, to the game. Well, I was very excited, to be honest, but as we're looking forward to the season starting, the friendlies getting the kickstart, and we got the go ahead to play, we're really looking forward as a club.
Ja, nee, die mannen is excited. Die mannen, kijk, rugby is maar nou een soort van een ziekte, man. En je moet nog wel net spelen om je ziekte te gaan gezond maken. En ja, die mannen is excited. En hopelijk kan ons alweer die naweek begin. Kijk, die mannen is nog steeds bang voor COVID, nee. En onze numbers is beter nou wel. Maar aan het begin was het baie swak geweest. Ik kan nou een aand begin ik met 2 mannen oefen. En die mannen was hier toe begin ons. En toen later nog een ander paar mannen voor ons aangesluit. Maar die numbers komen nog goed bij. Die situatie in die land verbetert. So die mannen zijn een beetje meer confident om uit te komen. Ja, dat is uiterst moeilijk. Hier was verleden jaar een brand hier bij de clubhouse. Met de gevolgen dat hier is nou niks elektriciteit. En ons maar improvise, ons hier maar een generator om een paar lichtjes aan die gang te krijgen, zodat hij iets kan doen. En zoals verleden week, dan kom hij licht te laat. Toen is de basis 1,5 uur gehad. Zo is beter als niks. Maar het is een beetje moeilijk. Ja, nee, ons kan nog beginnen werken aan onze structuren. Die andere coaches, die mannen werken hard en de navorsing is altijd goed. So ons proberen maar nou soort van match situation simuleer zonder mannen. En die mannen doen hulle huiswerk om het te proberen kan doen. Maar tenminste, nou dat ons gehoord ons kan spelen, nou komen die mannen net nog nader, ja.
There we go, Rocklands in training, and nice to see the players are in such good spirits. even though it does look like the lights are not in such great form on the field there. Maybe we'll have to do a little bit of investigating and see why it is the Rocklands fields don't have lights up. Folks, we'll take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we'll carry on taking a look at what's happening in the world of club rugby. Back in a sec.